Hi there guys, welcome to Grupo Senzala's podcast. I'm your host, Mestre Pedro, and this is our episode number 56. Today's episode we're gonna be starting a new series, Capoeira in the Frontlines, and I'll be sharing stories of the type of work where Capoeira is needed the most, and today I'll be sharing the story of Pulo do Gato. His identity is gonna be hidden, and you're only gonna know him through his Capoeira nickname for security reasons. And it tells the story of Capoeira in Syria during the revolution, and it's an amazing story. So please, let me know you guys think about it in the comments. Don't forget to share with your friends, subscribe to the channel. Enjoy it. I share. Hi there guys, welcome to Grupo Senzala's podcast. My name is Pedro, and today I have an amazing story to share with you. It's about the power of capoeira and what it actually can do, the power of healing, the power of dealing with difficult, challenging situations. And I have here this capoeirista called Pulo do Gato. He's from Syria, and he's been doing an amazing work. He's no longer in Syria, but the project is still going on. And I will let Pulo do Gato introduce himself. Welcome, Pulo do Gato. Welcome.
Hello. Thank you so much for this. It's too much to be incredible for me. But thank you so much for this meeting. I hope it will be a good one.
No, for sure, man. I've been trying to get hold of you for a while when I was in the events in Paris, and
Sorry.
No, I know it is hard. I didn't have much time when I was there for a weekend. I didn't have much time, so But now I'm really happy that the technologies allow us to meet and. So I would like you to tell a little bit of the story of the capoeira that you've been doing in Syria and the city. If you could just briefly explain what the project is as well, would be great.
So in 2013 I were in Raqqa city, so and before that I learned capoeira in Damascus since 2017. So after the revolution in Syria, I were in this city, in Raqqa city in the north of Syria. And then I had the idea to do theater projects there, but actually it was difficult because all theaters, they was controlled by fighters, and they don't accept to do theater or stuff like this. So I think capoeira, it was tricky for them because they didn't understand and they see kids happy and they see them doing well, and it's sport and it's fight and it's acrobat, so they say, oh, it's okay, this sport, it will be great for kids. So because there is some part of Raqqa they controlled by some fighters, they are, I don't want to so much give what they were doing there, so c'est ça. I started this project because it was no school in Raqqa, so, and there were the kids, I noticed that the kids all around the place, that when you go out, even like 3 o'clock at night, you see kids playing in the street. And I never saw this like at night to go home, guys. And I realized that there is no school. So usually in Syria, when you have school, you have to go early to the bed, but there is no school, so you do what you want, So they were doing checkpoints, fake checkpoints, like with a plastic or wood gun. There is a friend of me, he did something about it, short film about it. Yeah, and then I don't hear you, sorry.
pretending to.
Yeah, they are checkpoints, and the people they go with them. You know, they give them their identity and they laugh. You know, so what they see, they react, the kids. And I look around me and I cannot move anywhere from the city, so I have to stay there, and I have to do something. So I realized that and we did capoeira for refugee in Palestinian refugee, Iraqi refugee in Damascus before. So and we have experience with kids, especially with kids. They have problem, they have no school, they have all these problems. Like we become refugee after Palestinian and Iraqi. So yeah, I start with association. They help me. It's named Our Right Association. So really, the most difficult thing is that how to explain capoeira for them, for everyone, for the kids, by myself. How to do hoda by myself. This is what was the most difficult thing. That okay, who is good in music? Who is with the association, young guys in the association. So tell me, I do darbuka, I do oud, okay guys, take this bandero. I call my family, send me bandero, send from Damascus, send me atabaki, send me berimbau, and then I catch the berimbau. I teach just a simple rhythm like pum pa on bandero. Yeah. I teach them easy songs, Baranaway, OCC, and we go to the neighbor, and then we just sing and collect kids, and it was the biggest hoda I have seen, and it was like naturally hoda, you know. It's like nobody understands what's happening, but they like it.
They like it. It's like the bringing together of the hoda and
yeah.
But so when you started there, the project, were you already in touch with did Capoeira for Refugees already had?
Yeah, it was not Capoeira for Refugee that time. It was Yalla Capoeira. Bedna Capoeira, sorry, Bedna Capoeira.
Yes.
Bedna Capoeira, and yeah, it was we were working in 10th. That's how the name come in 10th refugee camp for Palestinian. They come from Iraq. So Yalla Bedna Capoeira. So yeah, we're in touch. We were since 2017. We started the project. And we started from the beginning, actually, in 2017 in Damascus. It was free for kids, and then Palestinian refugee, Iraqi refugee. So I already worked with them, and
so you were already working when the at the very beginning of Capoeira for Refugees.
Yalla Capoeira. Yeah. We start the first step. With Capoeira for Refugees. Yeah, for sure. It was a start in Damascus, like free for kids. It's just kids for free, and then we start to meet association, meet handicap association, meet.
How did you meet Tarek?
In Damascus, and first day he came. Okay. Because I already like capoeira and I do gymnastics before, but I like capoeira. So I was dancing in this time, 2005, 6, 7. I was dancing contemporary dance, and then my friend, she know with me in the group, she know that I like capoeira because I imitate all the time jinga, but I don't know what is this, but I just do jinga like films or like videos. Yeah. And then she called me and she told me there is German guy, he is working and he give brochure for people that he will do capoeira in Damascus, and I go crazy like, wow, capoeira in Damascus. And then when we went first day to meet Tarek and me and Gato, we go there and we already know how to do jinga by ourselves. Huh? And then we start, he do jinga and we did jinga, and he say, guys, you know how to do jinga? I say, yes, we know how to do ole, au, melokumbaso, everything. Huh? Mm. And he's shocked because he say, you learned this by yourself? I say, yes, we was fan of capoeira. We learned by videos or by.
And when did you hear first time about capoeira?
What?
How did you hear first time about capoeira?
First time, it was long time ago. I were in gymnastic team in gymnastic national team in Syria in Damascus, and then we watched this film Only the Strong.
Yeah.
Then when we watch this film, that already we do acrobat because I play gymnastic. So when we saw acrobat with fighting mix, it was blow my mind. Even before, actually, I know Capoeira, but we didn't know that's named Capoeira was the PlayStation Educodo. Latif Crowder in PlayStation is Tekken, is the game Tekken. He was there, Capoeira, we named him the dancer. So we didn't know that it's Capoeira. So yeah, it's from Only the Strong, actually. And
that's amazing, because this film is the reason why I went to Iran. I went to Indonesia. It took capoeira so many places.
Yeah, even simple. It's so simple film, actually.
Yeah, and I wanted to ask. So in Raqqa, when did the capoeira start? What year, more or less? You remember?
Yeah, it started in 2013, like with I told you the big hoda I did. And then we start to take name of kids after this hoda to who want to participate. He can come next week in this place to start. So when the kids they saw the hoda, their family they saw the hoda, they were so happy, the family and the kids. So they give us 100 names, something like this. I say, oh, I cannot do 100. And then we separate them to 30, 35. Sometimes we had 70 kids. So yeah, it started 2013.
And so this is in the middle of the Civil War, right? I renamed you here so you can but so in the war, like we were talking before, it was very complicated, right? And Raqqa as well. So at 2013, how was the situation there with when you started capoeira?
Actually, it's also something so local and complicated. It was the city. It was controlled by Free Syrian Army and some other fighters groups from here and there, and so it was a little bit free. Like you can do your project, you can do some stuff, not extremely art stuff like music event or stuff like this. I think you can do like small local music event, but I was trying to do theater, or we can do something bigger, but it was difficult because it was war and anyway.
Yeah.
And it was so tense, the situation, because every day they say that the regime, they will go back to Raqqa to free it. They say that to free it, but so it was intense situation every day. There is people ready on the border of this city to protect it or stuff like this. So it was intense, but they wasn't ready to control this city. So actually, what we did, the small association from young guys in Raqqa, they create association and they start to control the city with the fighters. Fighters, they was controlling the safety, and the small association, they start to rebuild, opening institution again, opening school, small school again, give help for people to let them sleep in school, because they Raqqa already, it was already they had the refugee there from another cities like Aleppo, Idlib. They flee from there to Raqqa, so already we have refugee there. So this small association, they were working on this, and then I meet one association of them. It's our right association, Hakkuna, and yeah, I work with them to help me to start Capoeira project there.
Okay. And but the city. So what is the size of Raqqa, more or less? Is it a big city? How many?
No, it's not big city. Raqqa, it's around. Let me check. It's not so big city, but it's big. It's big suburb.
Okay.
You know, it's like 160 kilometers. No, sorry. It's 40 kilometers east. No, no, sorry. It's 20 area. It's 1,900 kilometers. 1,900. Yeah, you can check. It's not so big city, and it's in the north of Syria. It's close to Aleppo, to Idlib, to Deir Zor. Okay. So it's a strategic place for
I understand. And the Raqqa became the like the capital of the Islamic State, and
Yeah.
this was a gradual process, as you were talking before, right?
Yes.
Um, at some point, you left, but the project stays there. If you could talk about this how was building up, and how the the impact that he had on the kids. How did the community saw, like the people who were training? Did you have the same did you have the same group throughout the whole time you were there, or was there a lot of people coming and going?
Yeah, when I start, actually, it was difficult in the beginning because there's so much kids they want to participate, and it was so difficult because I am alone. This is the thing, and if I want to teach some volunteer guys to help me, like young people to help me, it takes so much time. It take me all the day teaching the kids because it's so much kids actually, and we did it as groups, so we have like 2 training sometimes or 3 training, and I have to do training also for the assistants trainer, so it was too much for me. It was already tense in the city. There's no electric sometimes, no Wi-Fi, no. So it was tense in the beginning, and then we start to manage it. I start to know who the kids, they regularly come, they are doing well. I start to focus on one group of young guys, our kids. They are really good in bandero and singing, and I start. Capoeira. It's as all capoeirista, they know if somebody want to learn capoeira or like it, he will do it anyway. If you teach them just jinga, you come tomorrow, you find them they do melua kumbas or so by themselves because they like it, and there's some kids they like it. So this is what saved the project for after actually. The kids they like it so much and they start to do it by themselves. And I think we did like 9 months intensely capoeira training every 2 days. We did because it was there is no school. So I am the school now. We are the school. Capoeira is the school now. So we stay long time. Music, we take 1 hour, 2 hour. We play in the outside. Outdoor is so nice weather. So we find place outdoor. We have beginner. Always we have a section for beginner. Kids, they come today because every day there's kids. So kids come today, Jinga there. Kids, they are in medium, they are in the middle, and the advanced kids that I focus on them all the time, they are with me. So that's what saved Capoeira for after, I think. That when I left, they do Hoda for themselves. They teach the other kids. The kids, they teach other kids. And the assistants, also they were there until they also escaped to Turkey after. So, and then when they escaped to Turkey, actually the assistant, the kids, they cannot manage, training by themselves. You need someone to manage the training, and in the training they can do what they want. But when they left and they were when Daesh it was controlling the city, and they were in there. They was continuing the training, but secretly. It's in a weird way actually. Like I asked them many times how if somebody come by accident, what you will do. They say we ready to flip, and we teach the kids to flip the class for Quran class or for school class like numbers or like math class. So every time they say to the kids, okay, if somebody come, we directly read something, we sing something not connect to capoeira,
Yeah.
because I don't know if they don't like capoeira, but I think they will feel that it's weird. The fighters, it will be weird, and anything weird for them, they
Right.
don't like. Not allowed.
And when did you decide to leave? When was that?
It was the after 10 days from fighting in Raqqa, a street fight. Uh, 10 days street fight between ISIS and the other groups, all the other groups and ISIS, because they want to take So 10 days, it was street fight. It was so tense. There is no supermarket, there is no food, there is nothing. You cannot go outside their house. And then when they announced that we take the city, I had a phone call from someone. He told me. So one guy, he called me and he told me, "Man, you have to go out now." And I didn't want to go out actually, but I realized from his voice and some phones after so many people, they called me and they told me, "I think you don't should be here anymore because it's so dangerous for you." And they control everything. So next day, one guy, he let me go with his family from Aleppo. He rent a car, he rent a van, and he put me with them because I look like them. They look like my family. So we get the van and we go to Turkey. But it was also tense for me in the way because they stop us in the checkpoints and they ask us, "What, you don't like that we are win and we take you are escaping, huh?" And we say, "No, we are not escaping. We just want to meet some family in Turkey." And then the checkpoints of ISIS. So it was intense, but yeah, I escaped in the right time, I think.
So you escaped when they took over after from the moment you kind of consolidated that power, you left. But there was some of your students they were from
everyone they stay there. I am the first one who left with some family. I think when I was leaving, I was so sad. It was 6:30 morning. I saw a scene from this city that silence, so silence. There is no one, and there is some small cars and vans every neighbor, and they are leaving. When people they are leaving in silence. It was so scary. It was so, I don't know how to explain this. It was so scary that you see cars in every neighbor. They put their stuff on the car and they are leaving. It was scary for me this time that the revolution it's finished, or the revolution it's changed the way how we want it.
I understand. It's
Yeah, but the kids they stay. Sorry, question. The kids they stay. All of them. I think they left step by step. They left to Turkey also, and there's some kids. Until now, I speak to them. They are now baccalaureate. They are not kids anymore, and they left to Turkey. Almost of them, and after ISIS, they they finish, they go back. So much of them, but they come back older, baccalaureate. They have to study. So I asked them if they want to participate in the new project, but they say it's so difficult for us.
And now it's so the guys had a plan to escape if when Raqqa was around, when ISIS was around. They were teaching capoeira without music, right?
Yes, it was without music, to not have sound. And as I told you, it's a plan. If somebody come, we change to sing some song, or we change to math class or any class, school class. Yeah, it was like this actually. It was so silent.
It's an amazing story because I think capoeira had this thing that capoeira managed to grow and go to other places because he always managed to adapt, and I think this story of having this to do what you've done, to start what you did, and the way you connected with people that felt they are still doing this, and they did this while in the most dangerous
yeah, it's same the story of the beginning of capoeira. It's the same story.
Yeah, it's like
they were hiding in the capoeira and the grass, or it's the same story, I think. And this is the magnifique things for this story. I don't speak about myself, but really when I look at the story, I connect it to the capoeira, how it started and how the capoeira things. And it is like this actually. With my name Pulo Gato, I am protected now, and it's same story. like, because it's Pulo do Gato, it's saved me, and it was like this before. It's to save people from prison, I think. And I use this since 12 years on Pulo do Gato. My emails, everyone. So it's my.
So that's the thing. Pulo do Gato is your capoeira nickname. That is, it has the same. It's amazing. The same use as he had when capoeira was illegal, and
Yeah.
And now we're trying to connect with the instructors, with having support to carry on what they are doing. And how many instructors are there in Raqqa at the moment?
Now they are 5, and they are really good. They are ready after, I think, one and a half year. But with Corona, we are like a little bit the time. I don't count the time because we are. So I think 1 year and a half, almost 1 year and a half. And they are really in a good stage now, because I just focus on this 5%. So we did intense training lately in the last 2 years. I have a YouTube reportage about this, what we did, and they are so good, and they are ready to teach kids as beginner. Yeah,
that is great. I you share with me whatever links you want. I will put this
for sure.
On I want people to know the story. And Ramzi, Ramzi, he is also a Palestinian that was involved with Capoeira for Refugees. He reached out asking if they could take parts on a Vadiação event that is going to happen now here in August. And I spoke to the founders of. I said, because he asked me initially, like, oh, the event that you are organizing. I said, no, I'm just helping the event to organize. I have to ask the old masters, and what they think about it. And they all support the idea. So the guys will make it happen. That the guys can take part. And I also said, like, whatever support they want, whatever I can do to help, I am more than happy. I have now been teaching, most days online, so I'm doing music class, and whatever I can help, it'll be a pleasure to help.
Great, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, I think we need, since 2 years I am with the guys, and also I come back to Capoeira. I changed my style. I do Angola now. I'm Angolero, so it's take time to change your style. And me, I am involved more in Angola. But I'm teaching them from all time, Benguela and all this contemporáneo, and then I mix with Angola, and then I realize after 1 year that they don't understand that I am teaching them two different style, but without I feel, because I like this style. I like Capoeira when it's mixed. There is no rules.
Yes.
But it's nice. But I want them to understand this thing.
Also, this concept of Angola and regional.
Yeah.
Are concepts that are even my group that can be understood as being from a regional base.
Yeah.
I'm not strictly regional, because regional is a very specific.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
About pandeiros, and I had a big influence in my game, and I love playing Angola, and I like this diversity of the movement to really help you to become a better capoeira player. So it's a very good that you do this transition and study other styles as well. So it's great. But I'd just like to congratulate on the work that you do, and it will be really nice to see they taking part on the event, and whatever they might need.
Yeah, I will ask them for sure, because just the language is the big barrier between us. And also we did many Zoom class lately with the Corona time. We did the Zoom class was here in France and in Brazil. But even me, I don't understand Portuguese fully. But I understand when we play Capoeira, I understand Portuguese, but not when we speak. The problem also there, the connection, the internet and connection. the quality of the connection and the electricity. So we have this difficulty faced us since 10 years in Syria with connection to do capoeira. But lately it's become better, so that's why we improve our training.
No, but I think like this time, man, like think when I was trying to reach you, I didn't know about Zoom, and what I have been doing with Zoom, a lot of people, they don't necessarily enjoy the Zoom classes because they connect with capoeira in the emotional level of like the energy of being together with so many people. And it's really hard when you are already having to work, maybe you're already working from the computer, sit 7-8 hours a day, and then you have to do capoeira facing the same computer. I understand how that is hard. But having said that, I really have achieved with my students, the few students that trained with me, both musically and movement wise, they have gone like from different levels. People who have 10 years of capoeira, people who are in the first year of capoeira and playing with me. These are the ones who progress the most. So I really believe that this technology is here to stay, and we, the language barrier, because also what we are doing now in our group, this event this year, we decided to have just as a online event, because situation of COVID in Brazil is really serious. So we're not going to have anything presential, but we are going to have it all online, and we really want to help spread. Because you don't need to go to Brazil now to witness, to take part.
It's great. It's a great
network of translators. Finding somebody who is good in Portuguese, fluent in Portuguese and fluent in Arabic would be amazing. It would be amazing for to have this possibility, because our group is gonna be 60 years old in 2023. So this event, in a way, is a rehearsal for the one that we're gonna hopefully have in 2023 in presence, but also we want to be streaming the event, and this know-how that we are building up now is going to be so important.
It will be a great opportunity actually for the guys in Raqqa, because the guys in Raqqa, they do capoeira without the capoeira. How I mean this, it's so difficult for them because there is no community, there is no hoda, there is no one. When I went to capoeira, there is a group and they play, and I am fascinating with this. I like it so much. Then I like capoeira, but they start from scratch. And actually, what's happening with Corona and the online thing, we were starting online courses before Corona, so it was interesting that we continue as online, because the only way I did a tutorial, like small tutorial for beginners like Jenga, the Frenchy, how to play bandero, and YouTube. And then when Corona started and there is Zoom, I say, guys, let's do Zoom. And it's helped us actually more, because we want to work on WhatsApp or something, and it's not working.
Me too. I've
see other people. Yeah.
I've been, my group, I have a group in Iran, I have a group in China, I have a group in Indonesia.
Yeah, no, it's all around.
And I've always been trying to connect them online. And
there is capoeira in Iran?
Yes, there is. We've been doing capoeira there. I done a capoeira women's meeting there a while ago. But yeah, it's very hard as well because of all the restrictions of the place.
Yeah.
But it's that story. If there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, the COVID took everybody by surprise. It's like a two-leg rasteira. Nobody thought that it was actually going to stop for so long as it did. So, it would be great, because a part of my capoeira was really influenced by when I started working for the community. Like when I started teaching in a favela near my house in Rio. And this is something that I always wanted to do. And during this pandemic, I had already done something that is called Capoeira Solidária, which was basically support some local capoeira groups, capoeira social projects in Brazil, and
Great.
we raised some money to do some uniform for the kids. And now with the pandemic, me and my other friends who are masters of capoeira in Europe, in Italy, in Switzerland, we did again a bunch of array of fundraisers to raise money, but for food, because the situation in Brazil is really hard. So
I think there is something food capoeira for food something lately.
There is
capoeira for hunger or something like this.
Yeah, there are different projects. There's been an initiative that has happened, something on that line. The one that I did is Capoeira Solidária.
Okay.
And I am trying to keep that going, officialize as well, making to a organization, and Tarek has been helping me with giving me some direction and sharing experience, because I went first time to Palestine in 2015, then went to Jordan, but I didn't get to Raqqa yet, and it will really be a pleasure to
I think you can go, huh?
Yeah, we should definitely make it happen. And what I want is, like, during this time when you cannot really go out, I cannot really travel. I used to travel 2 months a year. I am just trying to lay the foundations, making those connections with people that are similar kind of work or has interest in supporting, and just lay those foundations, make those connections. But for that, when we are out of this, we are with a stronger community, and we are able to make a difference in a short space of time. Because I'll be able to travel there. We're thinking about doing a capoeira event just to raise funds for projects, and there is a lot of things we need to do, and we need to connect. So I'm trying to make a connecting point where people can know about other projects, and very similar to what Capoeira for Refugees have been doing as well.
Yeah, it would be so great, actually. And I think that's what I'm thinking, that you can go to Raqqa, but me, no. So that's why anyone he can go except me, because, I'm politic refugee in France. So the only place I cannot go is Syria. So yeah, I wish that I can go, actually, but it's also difficult and dangerous and all this.
Yeah.
But for you, I think there is so much foreigner association. They are already there. They are from France, Italy. They are working there, and it's safe. It's safe in somehow. So I think, inshallah, in a few years, they will be ready, and I hope they will meet, because really when you like, they remind me when I liked capoeira before capoeira existed in my life. Like when I watch this film and I don't know what's capoeira, I see just video, and I just hear some song. And internet, it was in the beginning also. It was not so much internet and not so much videos. So,
yeah,
I were liking this without capoeira. So when I saw capoeira, when Tarek he come to Damascus, we bring a group from Lebanon. They bring Musa from Germany. It was for me like a dream, and it's like everything, shining. The Hoda is shining in my face, and I cannot believe that I see Birimbau in my face. I know it, but I never touch it. It's like when you see your famous singer, you say hi to him,
after singing. Yeah, I had the pleasure to grow up with that, But yeah, man, capoeira, it really, and it's like what you're saying, like you thought of like something that to do, but it became something bigger than yourself.
Yeah, it's like, it's really, it's outside of my hands. So I want, after what I did, as I told you in Raqqa, it was like a coincidence, and it was like by accident while I were there. I need to do this project, I need to benefit, and I need to give people something, like what we give, that everyone he was like, not everyone he get benefit, but almost everyone he went to Europe, they go to continue capoeira there. They never know capoeira, what is it, but now they are in the schools. They are from Raqqa, they were kids, but now they are capoeirista in Germany, in Switzerland, and it's so great for me. I feel so proud that I opened some door. It's not me. It's only the strong film. It's not. It's the history. It's the capoeira. is the guys who start this incredible game actually, and how it's connect to revolution. This is how much I'm surprised from this sport, how it's fixed with our revolution so well, like protection, doing something when we don't have any school or any things to do, music, sport. I don't know. It's incredible. I think it's have to be more. People, they have to think about it more actually. That how much. Yeah, it's like art institute, or it's like better than artist. I don't know. It's because I like capoeira.
Yeah, it's too many things.
Yeah. It's so much feelings also, and the history of capoeira alone. When you read it and you see yourself inside the history of capoeira, like with revolution, forbidden, we do it as a revolution movement. You feel, even I'm not Brazilian, I'm from Syria, but it's connect me. It's in different, in weird way,
Yeah, we all have to. It's like a tool, right? It's many things, but it's a tool for us. Just like you needed just something to keep yourself busy, make a little living, and then capoeira opened that door for you.
Yeah. When it's open, it will not close at all.
Open the door for a lot of other kids,
Yes.
I think it's about. This is why I think capoeira solidarity is so important, because it goes to the essence. Like without solidarity, without cooperation, capoeira wouldn't have got anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think it's all about going back, looking back at the very roots, and understanding, forcing us to look at history, forcing us understanding the lessons of history, and understand that it's not about winning and losing, it's about cooperating, it's about learning to. So it's I have many slogans with capoeira. Yeah, I said like capoeira is much more than a martial art, and another one is capoeira is the antidote. Is the antidote.
Yeah.
It is here today because it has managed to bring together when people were put apart, to make people like understand and enjoy each other when the system was like making you hate this guy or that guy. And I think, it gives power for people after a day of work and you are stressed. And there are so many days when I don't want to, I'm teaching capoeira and I don't want to play. And then I go there and I play and I'm like, wow, imagine if I didn't play,
Yeah, it's so good. Yesterday, I had the same experience. We did a small workshop in Paris, and I was really tired. We didn't do since 1 month, and I thought, I will be tired to do. And then when I went, I don't know. It's like magic. I am good. I had the stomach pain, and everything is disappeared because the weather in Paris it's raining. So I have. It's so weird. The weather here.
Congratulations on this work. Anything
thank you so much.
I will do, and
for sure.
Touch, and thank you so much for taking part on this episode.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
That was it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the story of Pulo Gato. And below in the description, I'll be sharing the links that he gave to me so you can find out more about his project in Syria. There is a short documentary about capoeira in Raqqa before and after the revolution. And I think stories like this that really shows how powerful capoeira can be and the positive impact it can have in communities. And frankly, is one of the main reasons why I want to start the podcast. Tell stories that needs to be told. And please let me know what you thoughts of it in the comments. Don't forget to share with your friends and subscribe to our channel. Until next episode, I share.